10:39 a.m. I am officially 2.5 hours late out here. Well, you know what? Don't blame it on me. I kind of woke up this morning and I started to contemplate life like a philosopher. I kind of thought to myself, you know, why is it that nowadays every YouTube video has to have a plot? Oh, folks, today we're out here. We're going to do a catch and cook. Today is going to be a challenge. Today we have a target list and we will see if we will catch them all, right? Like the previous video on the YouTube channel. And I started to contemplate, why does it have to be like that? And don't take me wrong, sometimes it is actually great for you to get out of your house and do a fishing session with an objective in mind. However, at the same time, sometimes it's good to just go Seinfeld too. You feel me? You know what I'm talking about? A show about nothing. Go with the flow. That's exactly what we're going to do today, okay? I got a lot of fishing equipment with me, more than one fishing rod for a change, all different types of lures and live bait. Today we're going to go with the flow. Use a bunch of different techniques, hop spots around the area, and you just never know. When you go with the flow, there are some advantages too. Something very unexpected may just happen today. Stay tuned. I am going to start with the Euro Tackle Z Darter V2. Get out of my comfort zone because I never use the stuff, and see if I can actually catch some fish on it, right? Oh my Lord. Boy, yes son. First fish of the day may not be much. I'm gonna put it inside our bucket over here. It may not be much, but check it out. It's my first fish ever. My first fish ever, okay? On the Euro Tackle Z Darter V2. It's not a giant by any means. It's just a tiny bluegill. I'm gonna leave this one over here in the photo. I mean, I don't know even if you can call this a photo tank. This is my Jackal egg bucket, right? But if this thing right over here can catch a little bluegill that size with not even like a live bait or anything like that, just vertical jigged, I bet we can pull a crappie out of here. Easy, right there, easy now. Just vertical jig it. That's what the Z Darter V2 was made for. Vertical jigging. Don't need to be shy on the jigging either. Sometimes you can jig it like it owes you money. Sometimes you can go light on the jigging. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Oh my Lord. It's not holy macaroni. You all see that? You all see that? Oh, dude, the lure came right off. But look at that. Now that is what I call a jumbotron bluegill. Holy, bro. Yo. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Go with the flow. Go with the flow. I never use the Z Darter. Never use the Z Darter. You put the Z Darter V2 out here. Go with the flow. I told you all, man. Y'all don't believe me. Sometimes you just come out here like no idea what you're going to do, right? Try something new. Get out of your comfort zone, okay? This lure in particular, I know it. It is perfect for vertical jigging. Come right along the wall here, right? Zoom, 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 zoom. You all saw it. You all saw it. I'm still confident. We will be able to pull a crappie out of here. Just watch. I actually wanted to catch a bigger crappie to show you all on the Z Darter V2. But then, you know what? I kind of suddenly remembered that in the state of New Jersey, crappie has to be 10 inches for you to keep, right? And I really don't want to keep this little fella in the Jacko egg bucket, because this does kind of count as possession, and I don't want anyone to stop by and just be like, yo bro, why do you got an undersized crappie in your bucket, right? So Z Darter V2, okay, we are starting the day real good over here. We got like 3 bluegill on it, including my biggest ever bluegill from this place. Not even making that up. All right, look, we got some tinier bluegill on the Z Darter V2. I'm gonna release the other one too. Look at that. Oh man, that's beautiful. And then we got this crappie right over here just now. Fell victim. Pomoxis nigromaculatus, right, which we already have for 2023, so doesn't really count. But look at this one. Holy, I still can't get over it. That's this. Let me tell you all something, okay? This is a real nice gill for my area. All right, this is a real nice bluegill. I'm gonna release this one now, but before that, I just want to show you all in comparison to my hand, right? Dude, this is like a whole full hand bluegill jumbotron right over here, all right, on the Euro Tackle Z Darter V2. And obviously we're going to put it back, boom, so that I can go back, right, to making some more babies in the future. That's right. I like it. I like this going with the flow business, you know. And by the way, check this out, right? You come over here and you may feel that the water is actually pretty saturated. It is actually a little bit muddier than usual because we just had some rain yesterday. But never let the water saturation fool you, okay? Some people think that just because the water is muddy, you can't really catch fish, which is why I always have this bucket with me too. You put some water in the bucket, right? Get some water out of it, and you will be able to see actually how the water really is, right? And as you folks can see inside my bucket over here, it is really not muddy like that at all, right? This helps you in terms of choosing your lure color pattern, okay? What you are going to use for the day. Now let me tell you all something. These little babies over here, if you haven't used one yet, okay, available at www.eurotackle.net. all right, go there and grab some, okay? This is my first time ever using this stuff. Vertical jigging, remember, vertical jigging. You can vertical jig it strong, you can vertical jig it light, right? Vertical jigging, you can put a piece of live bait on the back hook. You can work it in many different ways. Oh, it's the bomb. But anyway, I think it is time for me to try some other things here. Maybe I'm gonna put on a little EPF swim, right? I don't know, maybe a little something different and see what shows up. Nice first cast on the EPF swim, my signature bait. Haven't used this baby in a long, oh, had a bite already. Haven't used this baby in a long time. Oh yeah, son. You know, EPF swim. I'm not even going to say anything, you know. EPF swim, right? You just know EPF swim is going to crush out here. I have that much faith when it comes to my signature lure. Look at that, man. EPF swim, top of the mouth right there, right? I mean, you want a good session of pan fishing, a good session of crappie out there, right? Get some good table fare back home with you. Well, maybe not from this area, right? EPF swim for the win, okay? Nice Pomoxis nigromaculatus right here. Boo! There he goes. First, not even making this up, first cast with the EPF swim. Come on. No, there's a bunch of perch around here. Oh, that's not a perch, that's a crappie. It's another crappie. Look at that, huh? It's about same size too for each one of them too, huh? Doesn't really get much variety or diversity here when it comes to the sizes, but oh yeah, we's laying them on the EPF swim. I'm trying to catch an American yellow perch, the Perca flavescens, to add it to the 2023 species marathon list, right? And meanwhile, I'm also getting a lot of tiny bites, tiny hits at the tip of the EPF swim that I think are shiners. And I tell you all what, I'm a life lister, right? So I'm going to switch the setup and we're going to find out what those shiners are too. Let's see, shiners. Are there really any shiners around here? I was getting little bites on my setup all the time. EPF swim. Shiners. Yeah, right. Shiners. Yeah, I don't know about shiners, but bluegill? I think bluegill is gonna come up by the by the dozen, you know. Can't make this up. No, I'm still confident though. There are some shiners down there. And you see, when it comes to shiners, they like to stay at different levels of the water column, right? Which is why, as you folks can see, I have a little high-low rig right over here with a huge difference between the first and the second hooks, right? Because the shiners, sometimes they can be more towards the surface and sometimes more towards the bottom. Now we just need to weed through the sunfish and see if we can catch some more species for our 2023 species marathon. Oh! Hallelujah! Thankfully, I decided to stay here. Thankfully, because you see this right over here? That's a new species for 2023. Goodness gracious. Took a good while to catch this one. Took countless bluegills to actually land this little fella. Which, by the way, I am not going to release it because I'm going to keep this one as cut bait. I'm going to put that in the tank first. Then I'm going to release this bluegill. Can you guess how many bluegill it actually took me for me to land that one little shiner? Give it a guess. Give it a guess right now. I dare you. Give it a guess right now. Leo, leave the number on the screen. Leave the number on the screen, okay? Sometimes you got to weed out through the bluegill. And don't take me wrong, I've caught more than enough good sized bluegill from over here too, so I've been having a blast, right, with the EPF prototype ultralight rod, Eurotackle EPF rod coming later this year, huh? But check that out, that's the species number 11 for 2023. We got here a spot tail shiner, the Notropis hudsonius. And yeah, we're going to use this little fella as bait. I think I am about ready now to finally move down there, set up a second rod with some cut bait, right? You never know, maybe some meow meow is going to show up in this video too. Let's do it. I'm not going to lie, I was starting to get a little bit desperate because, man, all those bluegill showing up right over here and not a single shiner decided to come out and play. No? Boy, it can't really be like that, can it? All right, we are going to move. I didn't forget anything over here, right? No, I did not. We're going to move just a little bit forward, and I am going to set up a second rod that I have inside my plano case over here. As always, I leave all the tools and everything else in the description of the video, right? I think I'm going to set up right around this area with a second rod and put that little cut shiner down there, right? To see if we can catch some bowheads or something a little bit different. I think that is actually a great idea. Oh yeah, I mean, it's looking pretty juicy right around this area too, right? You just never know. Go with the flow. I kind of feel like the rod and the reel are a little bit overkill. I got here a St. Croix medium heavy with a Penn Battle 3 2000, right? Braided line. But I have your typical lip sinker setup here at the end of the day. One small sinker, leader, and just a little circle hook with a tiny piece of cut bait, right? Listen, there ain't no secret when it comes to soaking bait out there. Choose a spot, cast your stuff out there, let it sink all the way down. And I got myself here a rod holder today because I knew I was going to need it, right? Put your rod in the rod holder. Make sure that you make your line tight though. You gotta tighten up that line right there. Boom, you see that? You see that? That's it. Perfecto. Now we just need to wait. So we're going to stay here for a few hours. That's right, I've said it. A few hours to see if we actually get any bites on this baby. Meanwhile, we got here the ultralight rod, right? It's still with the high-low rig. So yeah, of course we're going to work this one too and see if there are some other types of shiners around here, right? Son, what is that? Son, that's what's up. That is what is that. Look at that right here. We got another species for 2023. That's right. Wild catching shiner for bait. Oh yes, my European fellas will probably recognize something like this. Well, American fellas too, right? It's not exactly the same species as this one. Oh, excuse me. Let me wipe my lens over here real quick. Hopefully the lens are good. Oh no, it still got some water. Excuse me. There we have it. Technical difficulties. We actually got here a golden shiner, the Notemigonus chrysoleucas. Another species of shiner that is usually around this area, around this time of the year, on the nightcrawler, size 18 mustad hook, right? Yeah, I'm gonna give you guys a good view of it soon, okay? Let me just wipe my hands over here real quick. Look at that. Species number 12 for 2023. Golden shiner, huh? Notemigonus chrysoleucas, which is actually really good bait too for catfishing, oily type of fish. So I'm not releasing that one either. You can take both of these species, by the way, right? I got some more spot tails down here. You can take both of the species in the state of New Jersey, and both of them are really good bait for catfish. Since the last video on the YouTube channel, we didn't really, get that bait for the catfish, right? Perfect. We got that today. Really nice. Oh man, this catfish rod is real quiet. Been here for a while. Not a single bite. Son, look at that, huh? Just how it is supposed to be. Like I told you guys previously in this video, right? What did I tell you all? When you make the high-low rig, the bottom one, usually the sunfish, right? See right here, we got here the bluegill, the Lepomis macrochirus, and then the one right here on the top, more towards the surface, right? All the shiners have been showing up on the surface one. This one right here is a spot tail shiner, the Notropis hudsonius, right? Look at that, huh? Little beautiful shiny silvery with a blue hue over there. Oh yeah, the catfish may not be showing up today, But that's okay, because check that out. I've got a lot of good catfish bait over here for a future fishing session, including some beautiful golden shiner. Look at this. Look at these Notemigonus chrysoleucas. Did you see the fins on the second one right over here? Look at the fins on this golden shiner right here. Now that is beautiful, isn't it? Very good bait. I also got 4 or 5 spot tail shiner in here, all alive. I'm going to kill all of them soon because we're not going to be using them live, right? But hey, at least we accomplished what we didn't really accomplish in the previous video, right? Go with the flow. We added 2 species to the 2023 numbers, right? The spot tail shiner and the golden shiner. We are at 12 right now. I'm going to turn off this video, probably hop up to Hopkins Pond over there, because there are some eastern mosquito fish, the Gambusia Holbrookie, that I also have to add to the list in 2023. So I'm going to do some contents right now for Instagram, right? For the inner circle, you know, at Edelgard89. And this is it for today. That rod hasn't moved at all since we cast it down there, boy, you know. So yeah, next time, hopefully I'll be back here with some catfish for you all. We will see. Tie lines and take it easy. Remember, fellas, go with the flow. Go with the flow.